So firstly, Rinpoche would like to wish all who have arrived here today, gathered here today, 大喜 delay. 首先在座各位Rinpoche向你祝这个大喜 delay 吉祥如意。
大喜 delay. 呢，看到看了确实有意思。
Have you had your lunch already? 大家午饭用过了没
？Yeah. 안다 칼라스에서 뭐 니저 먹여버렸어.
After having had lunch, please do not fall asleep. 午饭用过，请不要睡着了，昏沉。
Yeah. 다들인데 자양갑에 도스잖아. 부야 임버레.
And today, Rinpoche will offer us the empowerment of the White Manjushri. 今天Rinpoche将赐予我们白文书的随序灌顶。
看着就是准备样式那性格的哇。
You all know who Manjushri is, right? 你们都知道文殊师利是谁嘛，对不对？
这样搞不
？How about White Manjushri? 白文殊认识吗？靠你们哦。
Yeah. 但就是准备样，那么就用是差不多，这样马赛学了吧？这当就是准备样搞不的，但突然了呀，在为开发是开没不的是。
So in general, the form of Manjushri that is most popularly known is what you call the red yellow Manjushri or the orange Manjushri, as we all know him to be. Then there is also another aspect known as the white Manjushri, and the very root of their emanation is essentially the same deity. 那一般我们所共闻的大家有众所周知的这个文殊势力呢是红黄文殊，就是或橘色文殊。那另外的文殊也有很多不同的其他的这个化身或分身那白文殊是其中一尊。那这个白文殊呢，根本上呢是与橘色的这个文殊是没有分别的。
就是准备样。马赛当当那些这样搞不的，就突然了呀，我记不起来有了以内呀，理解了呀，但突然在当的，你那个南九，贵南九面着点不什么多呗，突然的记不起来有了。
So essentially, the orange Manjushri and the white Manjushri, their essential nature is the same. However, due to the differences in the nature of the disciples to be subdued, then there is a difference in terms of the way they perform the deeds to accomplish the benefit of disciples by showing different physical forms. 所以红黄文殊还有白文殊呢，他们的自性、他们体性是一致的，但是呢，就他在承办众生的这个利益的之故呢，化现不同的这个外向的这些圣身来去调伏他的弟子。
我也的确，大点的，就是这样，谁都上班了，是吧？但腾给学习能先给及时的给他知道，那天难给就是这样，搞不贴，这个时的给他怎么都没设备，呢，然后就是这样，点不到你的是签运的，及时的配合当。학바토 먼저 미집에 실업사야 돼. 폐야. 근데지 연구열에 미집아. 캠바지에 만들어야 싫어봐.
So as you mentioned earlier, the Arya Manjushri is the root form is the orange aspect. However, this white Manjushri, his nature is essentially the same as orange Manjushri, but showing the aspect of white in color, holy body white in color, but also having identical function of increasing or flourishing nurturing our wisdom, but also the uncommon aspect of this particular white Manjushri is to help us retain our memory, nurture our unforgetfulness. 那这个文殊势力的话，我们之前说就是白文殊与橘色文殊是同一个体性的但是呢，这里白文殊它不共的这个功能是何在呢？利益何在？就是它不但是一个增长智慧的本尊，也能增长我们的这个记忆我们的这个回忆让我们不会忘却的这种功德。
也的确，第一怎么了的？我让说三个个课本主要一年着，这个타르바사에 이제 토바야 이네자 칸다 타바도 탐제 캠베 코바 즉 토발라 시럽사야디 미타메버래.
So for those of us who seek to achieve Buddhahood or seek to achieve the state of liberation, the cultivating wisdom is something that we cannot do without. 那弟子呢，为了求这个正的无上圣者正觉佛果位，或者欲求这个解脱果位的这些依道而修的行者的话呢，对他们来说，智慧是不可或缺的。
是吧？但点这位这个실업 라야,是吧？人不忙过싫어요래. 가산도 봐 쉬버는 신기, 배나 내 락바 심대버디, 어디 퍼버 임버디,是吧？这个我心一个罗斯呢，这실업斯呢，这第春节呢실업 릭치레스, 是吧？是吧？내 락발이야 심대비我不的，就퍼버 임버. 시행한다. 지금 여러분 된수리기 실업 된수야. 임버 시행 실업 되냐 실업 지레스.
So, regards to wisdom, there are many types of wisdom or intelligence. And for example, as we mentioned as an example in the previous classes, when Rinpoche held the cup in his hand, the recognition of the cup itself is a kind of wisdom or intelligence. 那智慧呢有很多种，打比方说前几天上课的时候，Rinpoche有举例，就是手中举起这个水杯的时候，能够认知水杯的话呢，也是一种智慧。
근데 왜 지금 타르바단 상계 고반 토발라 실업 배드슈 지 공도 폐야 실업 표준 소보 고바 짬도 마세 실업이 조 최기 내당 터도 지 동반이 또 실업사 되는지 녀바도 깨고요래.
So in order to achieve the states of liberation and Buddhahood, it is important not only to increase, cultivate and increase our wisdom. It is important for us to have the wisdom that knows the ultimate mode of existence of phenomena, to know the ultimate true nature of phenomena, that the wisdom of emptiness, that by using that only then can we achieve Buddhahood. 所以我们要证得解脱果位呢，以及圆满正觉佛果位的话呢，我们必须不但要去培养我们的这个智慧呢，我们同时要获得这个能够通达万法的这个究竟体性的这种智慧，能够了知万法的究竟体性呢，就是空性慧，才能够让我们得到这些解脱以及成佛的果位。
근데 최근 내다 털도 동반이 또 실업 dinde지 게베 토네 아파 뉴무 봉야다 시리 봉베 토네 상계 고반 토베 타바 토베 dinde지 셔요래.
Yes. And so by achieving the wisdom that knows the ultimate nature of the mode of existence, the ultimate nature of phenomena, which is emptiness, only then can one be able to abandon the obscurations of the afflictive emotions as well as the cognitive obscurations. 那之前提到就是我们要有这个空性慧，要升起这个通达万法的这个究竟体性的这个空性慧的话呢，升起这种空性慧之后，我们才能够除去这个烦恼障以及所知障二障。
근데 다 동이 또 근데 동반이 또 실업계야야 지금 롭종체야 동리스나 근데 임바 근데 롭종체야다 배준샤 개침불에 롭 근데 왜 동리 또야라야 롭종체바다 배준체바 지고기 동이 또 토버 용거 말해. 근데 왜 동반이 또야라 소남기 겹된 고요래라 아니 학벨하 실업을하 지진자배야라 소버 근데기 진럽다 근데 망고 지 총네 또 거에 지 채우요랬어.
So in order to have realization or give rise to this wisdom, knowing the nature of phenomena, which is emptiness, one needs to engage in extensive hearing and study of this particular subject. And just mere studying about emptiness, one is unable to realize emptiness itself. In order to achieve the actual realization, one needs to, besides studying, one needs to have extensive merit. One needs to accumulate extensive merit, and also one needs to rely on a special deity like Manjushri, rely on his blessings, and thus, by combining all these various factors and positive conditions, will one be able to achieve such realizations. 那为了能够升起这个通达空性的这个智慧的话呢，首先我们必须 要广大的听闻以及去学习这个教理，有关空性的教理。那空性的教理呢，光是去研读呢、研究还有这个学习这个空性的义理的话呢，是无法单独的话呢是无法让我们悟到空性的。要真实的这个证悟的空性的话呢，必须仰赖不同的因缘，那尤其是广大的集聚资粮，以及靠这个特殊的本尊呢，个别的这个本尊，如文殊师利这种智慧本尊呢的加持力呢，然后众多的这些因缘聚集之下呢，来的助长我们，能够让我们才能够通达这个空性慧。
我应该达拉玛芒果，是吧？就东印多亚的你这里啊，就跟江北一样，当这里店里都是那样的，变得节日不是全部一那样。他熊芒果了，罗不中，他很来呗，看不给我钱呢，罗不中是吧？休息个定生活的那那样的。
So in the past, many lamas were able to achieve realizations on emptiness by relying upon the special deity of wisdom, by relying on Manjushri as their special deity of wisdom. Especially in the case of Lama Tsongkhapa, Rinpoche, he was able to engage and achieve the studies as well as achieve the realizations in many extensive classical scriptures and commentaries by relying upon this deity. 那过去当中呢，就是很多上师依于文殊师利的这个智慧本尊呢，能够证得这个空性慧，以及各种不同的这些正量。尤其是我们至尊宗喀巴大师呢，他也是因为由于依止文殊师利为他不共的这个智慧本尊呢，才能够广闻这个佛法呢，然后深入这个经藏。
因那样，这东北人晒的，这个阳台吧，这他去吧，这个不，你把准备团的到那样的这，他重要嘛的。哎，今天个不呀，就是准备样个嘛，落点哪呢，弄点哪呢？哎，拉玛达伊登，他这个就是准备了样了说吧，要没被团呢，这是中国的职责。thế tiếng là ya shung chen bol ya mutu ne kendo sikdo nangores dal chikche thế tiếng là ya sakjang bro gewa sa dibo joya ge tinde ge sakjang ge gyatso nangores che ane lobden nani jerum bichi de je la sakjang la pe da de je shung chen bol ya mutu ne lobjon na ane 라면에 졸라서 버봐 이담 디레기 토네 숭도 제베 토네 나발라 때네 동반이 또 모노바 디레시 또 토버지 춤버레스.
So even though Rinpoche had studied many of the extensive scriptures and the classics and the scriptures commentaries, he was yet unable to achieve the precise and perfect realization of emptiness. So then by relating to Manjushri, who had constantly appeared to him in visions, Manjushri gave him the prophecy saying that he should do the following things to achieve such perfect realizations. Firstly, he needs to cultivate Guru Yoga, needs to constantly pray devotedly to the Guru inseparable from the deity, especially in the case of Manjushri. He needs to accomplish the Guru Yoga of the Guru inseparable from Manjushri. Secondly, he needs to continue his extensive reading of the great classics, the scriptures of the great classics. Thirdly, he needed to engage in extensive purification practices as well as accumulation of merit, practices of accumulation. So Lama Tsongkhapa followed the advice of Manjushri by going to retreat, accumulating extensive merit, engage in extensive purification, continue his intense study of the great classics while accomplishing the Guru and inseparable from the deity, Guru Yoga. And this way, he managed to achieve perfect realization of emptiness. 那至尊宗喀巴大师呢，就是虽然他深入经藏呢，广学多闻，但是还仍未能够通达这个圆满的通达这个空性慧的这个义理。所以那时候，因为那时候宗喀大师已经能够直接谒见到这个文殊师利呢，然后文殊师利对宗喀巴大师授记说，首先呢，为了能够证悟空性圆满的证悟空性的这个义理的话呢，首先 必须要做三件事。首先，必须要成就上师与本尊不二的无可分别来做祈请，祈请上师与本尊不二，这里指的就是文殊师利。第二件事呢，就是必须持续的去深入这个大论，读那个大论。然后第三的话呢，就是要依据资粮，还有忏除罪障。所以宗喀巴大师呢，就是依着这个文殊师利的这个授记呢，就入于闭关当中呢，然后就首先做广大的积蓄资粮，忏除罪障。第二件事就是深入这个大论。诸部大论的这个义理去深入它的义理呢。第三的话呢，就是依止这个成就这个上师本尊相应法呢，就是与上师和文殊无可分别这样之门呢来做祈请。因为这样的缘故，这些众多因缘具足的缘故呢，宗喀巴大师就能够之后呢就证得圆满的空性慧了。
的确。大定的什么了，是吧？当然说。즉 타바 토야 상교 고방 토발라 동방이도 싫어 개침보레체 다 흉내 승구열에 다음에 생기 동바 그린지는 여월승디 창매 승구열에 대연하다가 차대열에 뒤에 냥랑 알아서 동방이도 싫었어야다 똥이 있어야 돼 근데 시임바 대가서 셈나로야 소아 지기 마신바이나 안다때 개침보레 사이 다즉 책장 가는 쪽으로 봐.
So in the so in this way, we all know that in order to achieve the state of full Buddhahood, as well as states of liberation, we all know by now that it's very important to achieve the wisdom of emptiness. And this is being being told to us repeatedly in the scriptures, in the commentaries, of the Buddha's words, by our teachers and so forth. So, even though we may know the importance of such a realization, but firstly, one needs to know what exactly emptiness is. One needs to have a certain sense of how it feels, this feeling of wisdom of emptiness. If one doesn't know that, then one is merely holding on to the words of advice of the Buddha and the Lamas, but not having actual understanding. 所以在这里，我们都了解到说，为了能够成就圆满佛果位以及解脱的果位呢，是很重要的，就是这个空性慧是非常重要的。那如果我们也到目前为止都知道说空性慧是很重要，为什么？因为所有的大经论里头呢，都一直不断的重复，以及我们的师长还有佛陀的这个在经中里头不断的重视强调这个空性慧呢。但是如果首先我们自己心中对空性慧没有稍微升起某一种的这个觉受，某种层次的觉受的话呢，那我们只知道说这个空性慧很重要，但是自己还未尝到它的那种感觉。
第一，我让是变得没在哪了呀，错给变哪了呢呀？两个人忙过嘞，瞧忙过去，要不就先别拖呢，去拖不赢呢？你不去不用过多。다 레가레 네데 망고제 신라 마신 고바 카리임 바 펜도 카리임 바 치다 마신 베토네 도스 조바이나 강에 망고 용구도 된다 친구 주베 카보도.
So likewise, compared to our secular lives, we need to not only know the theory aspect, but needs to know the practical aspect. One needs to have the experience of actually going about engaging in certain tasks or jobs. In that way, one will be able to become really thoroughly trained in that particular subject that one has studied. One needs to have the practical aspect of it. Otherwise, if one does not engage in the actual practical aspect of it, then the theory becomes more like a muddy idea, that one does not come to actually experience. And also your whatever, if you were to be sent out on a particular task on a certain day, one might be able to achieve be able to do it well because due to the lack of experience. 同样的，那我们在世间法里头说的话呢，一个人如果只是光学那个理论呢，那在他实际的这个应用方面的话，没有去做得到的话呢，那有朝一日遇到必须去履行某一件的这个差事的时候呢，那在理论上面的那些知识呢，并没有真实用到这个应用方面的这个经验， 所以那时候就没有办法把事情给办好，所以可见这个经验呢，或者这个实修方面是多么重要的。
나 알하바도 ngaran 속에 최 지구열에 당연히 최 슈가 연구열에 최를 대바 지구열에 대다하게 거바 가리임바 그러봐 최그 소소를 가르친 게 요봐 단다 가르친 게 요봐 마음바 가르친 게 요봐 시행을 가르친 게 요봐 근데서 시행과에 뺏겨진 것도 학바도 등기슈번에 신 동리 있어야 너도 제 개심불에 삼상이 들려 저기 넘밤 저기 삼바삼으로는 계속 요 말에 내가 시행과에 뺏겨진 불에.
Yes. So, and especially when we are practicing the Dharma, we are following the Buddha's teachings, we have received many teachings and we have faith in the Buddha Dharma. However, we need to know what is the purpose of all these teachings and what is the goals that we can accomplish through these teachings. What benefit is there for now? What is the benefit in the future? And what benefit is there for others? Especially with regards to the teachings of emptiness, one needs to have a thorough understanding in order to reap its benefits. 那尤其是我们在对佛法的这些我们是佛教徒的话呢，我觉得我们有听过很多的这些教理，然后也非常具有信心。那我们这过程当中，我们必须要理解到说这些教法的它的这个用意所何在呢？就是它有什么功能呢？然后对我们现前呢有什么利益？究竟未来有什么利益？还有对其他众生呢有什么利益呢？所以，尤其是在这个空性慧这方面的这个法门的话呢，我们必须要真正的去实修，去觉受。
是吧？第一对，我让说，就芒果这个确切啊，那的命运全球是不是起多
？Likewise, a lot of us, when we practice the Dharma, we find ourselves, more often than not, we find ourselves having a very, very small and myopic kind of goal or view. 我们在尤其是我们很多佛教徒在修行的时候呢，才会发觉到自己的那个发心呢是非常的狭隘的，那个目标是非常的狭小的。
确切呢，从南州养呀，确切呢，从格拉乌勒九千不差呀，当年现给当年那是差呀，今天的是做前呢，确切这个七个多，这边上了这个全球差不多是。
If one were to engage in Dharma practice with the sole intention of merely improving one's business, one's career, with the sole intention of wealth or recovering from illness and so forth, that this kind of motivation is extremely myopic and, unworthy in a sense of the word. 那我们同样的，如果我们修持法门的话呢，修习佛法。我们修持法门的时候呢，我们的这个是为了招财啊，为了让自己的生意兴隆啊，为了能够治疗这个病痛啊等等各方面这些现世的这些需求的话呢，那我们的这个发心是非常狭隘的。
东北三界准备点给确认那些人这个家庭不大，南边那不的来点主要九千不差呀，年那是三个，第几我其实什么是早年的嘛的是。
So the Buddha taught gave such extensive teachings, extensive exposition of the entire path, the outlines of the entire path, not to merely help us achieve our temporal goals, of achieving wealth and achieving good health and so forth. It's definitely not just for that. 那佛陀呢？佛陀在他的教理当中呢，说了84000的法门，就是如此广大的阐释各种不同修行道。可见不只是为了让我们能够招财啊，还是身体健康啊等等这些非常微小的世间的这个需求。
东北准备点给不塞的，忽然给业给准备点给不强那上面修这个我去有
的。The Buddha, prior to achieving enlightenment, I mean, his status was that of a royal prince, and his father was a king, and the intention of his father was for him to inherit the entire kingdom that is of his ancestry. 那释迦牟尼佛在证道之前的话呢，是王子，是皇室的王子呢，父亲是国王。那当初诞生下来的时候，父亲的那个期望呢，就是能够把他所有的这个王国，让他能够继承他的王位。
准备点了呀， 포장 요래 다는 신기 명칭부 요래 교 요래 다는 신기 요고 요래 표준 서보 요래스.
So you can imagine Prince Siddhartha, or what Buddha was before he attained enlightenment. He had a humongous palace. He had a great, beautiful palace. He had all the servants he needed. He had all the fame, authority, all the wealth everyone would ever need. 那释迦佛呢，还没成道之前的悉达多太子呢，他想想看，他有最广大的漂亮的这个皇宫、宫殿呢，以及仆人啊、财富啊、权威啊等等。
얘나야 딘제베 교다 롱제다 명된소 니기기 영향이 차셔지 그러셔. 니기 양타버들 멤버디 양타버 좀 되는 게 세우 캠베 토네. 난 니기기 자와 즉 샘기 토네 니기 영향. 그러와 땡기 니기디 구도 검네 안 타범 현직 토네. 그러와 최냠랭이 토를 패버려 봐.
So, but then the Buddha was able to see that all these masses of wealth and masses of wealth and enjoyments, such will only happiness in name, only mere name. They were not able to bring one to the perfect happiness, the ultimate and stable happiness. So therefore, the Buddha abandoned all of these in order to seek the true happiness of that which is a stable kind of happiness, the true or ultimate happiness. 那时候悉达多太子他能够接到说这些安乐呢，仅不过是名相罢了，名相上面的安乐，并不是究竟的安稳乐。所以当时呢就舍弃了这一些，然后出家了去求道，然后证得这个究竟的安稳乐。
근데 다 좀 되더라. 계속 시원하게 송받는 신기. 그러봐. 개바 토마르군 제바 이 토하는 게 딩이 패바 식스체네. 좀 되는 게 꾸지 디치고 오면 봐. 꾸지 nga마네 배 지게 공바 양타바 시체네. 그러봐. 개와는 개와 딱자 양타바 나네. 지 최게 냠네. 다는 신기 지 전주기 셈단 제베 지 냠네 여러봐. 지 최게 냠네 양타바 대 원액이 니기 기 중자인 바디. 양타바디 좀 되는 게 랑기 식버 티니 안 알아서 소리야.
So that's just as Shantideva had mentioned that the Buddha, not only in this life but also in many previous lifetimes prior to attaining enlightenment or manifesting enlightenment, he had given much thought and contemplation in investigating what is the true happiness, and then by seeing that the true, stable, ultimate happiness has arisen through the mind of bodhicitta. So therefore, by seeing this, the Buddha then taught the practice of bodhicitta to all of us. 那吉天菩萨呢也说过，就是佛陀不仅在这一生世当中呢，在过去世当中也曾经就是做广大的这个思维呢，然后去观察到说，究竟的这个安稳乐呢，就是来自这个菩提心的这个法门。所以故此呢，就专修这个菩提心，然后对众生说法的时候呢，也都阐释这个菩提心。
예, 디제. 디인도 삼발라 땅가란 소기 최스도 삼발라 소소 즉 셈디 디기 용배직 토네. 그러와 셈바디 hlö부직이 토네. 그러와 미지 디기 용해 직다. 대잠도 마세베. 그런서 깨와 치마히네야. 깨와 야골랑야. 깨와 야골람도 랑바삼도 마세베. 지 셈케 네다티 야게 침베 토네. 탈 땐도 대화 토야 이야기. 탈럼직 차디 요르스.
So when we practice the Buddha Dharma, one needs to know that the ultimate goal is to be free of suffering and to achieve happiness. By seeking happiness, not just for this life, but one should extend that vision to also include future lives as well. In the future lives, in order to achieve a similar or even better rebirth, on the basis of that, be able to continue the cultivation of Dharma practice and to be able to improve our minds, to achieve the ultimate happiness that is stable and unchanging, which is the bliss of Buddhahood。那在这里的话呢，我们就是要知道，我们修习佛法的话呢，修持佛法是为了求离苦得乐。那我们寻求安乐的这个目标的话呢，不仅是求现世，我们必须把它延伸到甚至来世。来世的安乐呢，就是让自己的来世能得到增上生，就是能够得到一个好的投生呢，然后能够继续修持佛法呢，然后能够生生世世能够增长自己的这个善良菩提心呢，以致赚到究竟的这个安稳乐，就是佛果位。
第말하면서 최체 학바도 상계배 최체 시드 삼발라 최네 송배 즉 샘 야게 땅탑 다가는 신기 소소 삼륜을 여대배 로년바든서 숙충으로 따야게 털음 숨버든서 털 칸토도 드라야치야 로바 배선치야 쳐요래 디인데 즉 상배 윤된데 야 숙체를 따야다 공로시다 차도로서 로년바든서 숙충으로 따야게 탑람치야 다 추억이 냠는 소디레스.
So we should understand that the purpose of practicing Dharma is to improve our minds, to reduce the negative states of mind such as anger, desire, ignorance, and so forth, jealousy, and so forth, and to work on nurturing those virtuous states of mind such as compassion, loving kindness, and so forth. 那我们要修持佛法的主要的这个用意何在呢？就是让我们的这个心呢能够向上向善，然后能够把我们的那些恶性的这些方面的话，比方说贪嗔痴傲慢，还有这个贪嗔痴傲慢等等呢，然后把它的给减少，然后把我们的善良的方面的心呢，像慈悲心、慈爱悲悯心，还有智慧等等呢，让它能够增长广大。
我们也定的，俺说等于书本的性格就确实要的，其他先要知道，那个先要的别开心不来。等于书本的性格就确了点呢，俺说给乔完那么多原因噻，但是这恰些只恰的有是吧？别那俺说落中怎么领那落了呀？他落中忙不起来有的，落中这个忙不有的，落中这样密语的，别那인지를 인지 롭종질을 첨부이네 ABCD 시행에 찍고 말봐.
So when we practice the Dharma, we need to know the importance of practicing the Dharma and the function of practicing Dharma. That achieving happiness is a part and parcel of practicing Dharma. But one needs to know that there are greater and further visions and goals that one can possibly achieve through that. Just as of all the subjects we study in the school, when we study English, it's not just about learning the alphabets like ABC. There's way more than that. There's so much knowledge that one can seek through establishing the knowledge of the alphabets. 所以同样呢，我们学这个正法，修行正法的话呢，我们必须要知道修行的它的这个功能呢，以及它的用意所在，它的重要性。那尤其是我们知道，我们虽然是欲求安乐的话呢。我们都是求离苦得乐，但我们必须知道它的个范围呢。依于这个正法的话，我们可能达到的这些目标是更加的广大的，更加的深远广大的。所以，比方说我们在学英语，在上学的时候有很多不同的这些科目可以学到。但是我们比方说学英语的话呢，光是学 ABCD 或者这些字母的话呢。并不是单纯为了学字母，而是能够从这当中呢了解到更多的知识。
롭종체야되다 텔레 ABCD 심벌레 하게 땅가서 그거 먹고 준비해서 열어봐. 뒤차게 열어봐. 뒤는신 최체야서야디 즉 치디는 치치먹이 땡기 된 준비야 개침부 준비해서 차대요 그래.
So therefore, likewise, in the same way that one cannot achieve so much knowledge without even understanding the basics of the alphabet ABCD, But one does not simply stop at the level of learning just the alphabet alone. One goes on to acquire way more knowledge that is way, way far beyond just the alphabets alone. So likewise, when we practice the Dharma, one should not just restrict one's vision in a myopic way to just achieve, striving for the happiness of this life. There's way more that one can achieve from it, such as the happiness of future lives, as well as the ultimate goals of liberation and enlightenment, which are stable, unchanging happiness. So 那这样子，我们修行这个 同样的，我们学英文字母 ABCD 的话呢，并不仅是停在那个阶段，而是从这当中的话呢，去延伸下去，可以从这全世界学到很多各方面的知识。同样，当我们学习正法，我们修持的时候呢，修行的时候，要理解到我们不要把自己的这个目标呢，只限制在这一世的这个安乐，求这一世的离苦得乐而已。我们要理解到说，我们修行能够同时获得到未来世当中的安乐，甚至就近的解脱以及成佛果位的就近安乐、安稳乐。
我说那句차상 마도바 그거리 철에 똑바 되게 걸어신 부지그랬어.
So sometimes our understanding becomes a very partial, very myopic. Just we see only a tip of the iceberg, of a corner of something. We don't see the entire whole picture of reality. And the process of not seeing the entire picture, we actually we make big losses. We don't achieve the real goal. 那这样同时有时候呢，我们就是难免就是只能看到某一个方隅、某一个角落，没有看到整片的那个整部景呢，所以我们没办法看到我们究竟到底能够成就多少。因此呢，我们就有很多的这些损失。
你们좀 쉬어랬어. 좀 쉬.
So in the past, there's one story. 先讲一个故事啊。
여러분, 풀렘베, 룸딜러 풀렘바, 구버 여러분, 풀렘베, 파이 레버 좀스, 파이 곧 딱하러 좀 봐, 곧 출라단 버레 사셔랬어.
풀렘베기
파이 레버 좀, 다 레버 고 여러분, 곧 좀스데 매버서 봤어. 밍딘데 저랬어.
풀렘바기 밍. Okay, this is a story called "A Stupid Boy Destroying the Father's Head." So you see how difficult to translate. 就是这个故事的名字叫做一个蠢小孩把他的老爸的头给毁了。
对吧？你们普吉的爸爸是有的是。
So there was a father and a son. 曾经有个父亲以及他的小孩。
那爸爸的米亚乌什有吗？米亚乌什塞不有吗？的是。
The father had impaired vision. 那父亲的眼睛不太好。
你们这爸爸的这个了呀，只能谁个是夹不下有是吧？加了谁个的，那么加了几个有是嘞。
No. So the father one day was trying to hammer a nail into the wall. 那天爸爸拿着锤子和钉子，要在这个墙壁上钉了一个，想要去钉一个钉子，铁钉。
근데呢，爸爸的他시담 순로是嘞，시담前呢，他第了呀，这个了呀，谁个的嘞，公公有什么呢？这个干了帮古是拍的是吧？不是拍的呀，帮古不。前呢，爸爸给第了谁个的有都什么呢？帮古有时的了都是家拉的给不的，시담的，但시담的马上差不的是。
So then the father thought that there was like there was a fly that landed on the wall. So the father, not being able to see clearly, was about to hang a glass bottle onto the nail, what he thought was a nail in the wall. Then when he saw the fly, he thought that was the nail. He tried to hang the glass bottle on the fly, and of course the bottle fell on the ground and broke. 那时父亲呢，他看到墙壁上一个黑点，他以为那个是那个钉子。铁钉，但事实上不是那个铁钉，而是一只苍蝇吧。然后他要把一个水瓶呢，就是要把它悬挂在那个铁钉上面。但是挂下去，当然因为不是铁钉的缘故呢，就挂不住，整个水瓶就摔破了。
근데爸爸被控制修啥的是
？At that time, the father got extremely upset. 那时候的老爸就非常生气了。
他帮古学了，不学了，他点么对可能不得塞我什么，控制修啥的是。
So then this father got very angry at the fly. He thought, "Oh, I'm going to kill you for sure." He was very upset, wanted to vent his anger on the fly. So 那爸爸是很生气，想要把那个苍蝇给打扁。
他不得靠都爸爸逮不着，踩不着，不得踩不着。
No. So then the father was looking for the fly, because he didn't have good vision, but still looking around for where the fly was. So 他要去把那个苍蝇给干掉，他就用眼睛去找看那只苍蝇在哪里。
他的呢，谁个有了，谁个有了，谁？他没谁不没得，谁个通不了，他不得地了都上不了。
So because he had that impaired vision, he instead of finding the fly, he actually found the actual nail itself. They thought, oh, this is the actual fly. So he thought that was the fly. 然后那个老爸他找不到苍蝇，竟然找到那个钉子，真正的铁钉所在。然后以为那个是真的那个，他以为那个是苍蝇来的。
쟤네 때는 파악할리 쟤네 세가들 물에 삼네 배드 슉첨부시마 슈르스.
So he thought that was the actual housefly. So he went very close, slowly, crept up to the nail, and then he used his fist and pounded onto the nail. 所以那时候那老爸他靠慢慢的细心翼翼的靠过去，然后终于又一拳呢把敲在那个钉子上面，以为那个是苍蝇。
No, 다 봐주데 라방 맞어요, 그러다.
And he, of course, he hurt his fist. 那老爸他那个拳头就受伤了。
근데 바바다 라방 맞으는 바바 배 찬이 깨쇼인데요, 그랬어.
So of course, and he was shouting in pain because of the injury. 那老爸痛了，那边哀哀叫就是。
니들 부들래 그래.
Then the son came to see what happened. 儿子就靠过来看发生什么事。
这부기도 발라 가르쳤어.
So the son asked the father what happened. 那小孩就问老爸说发生什么事？
那爸爸기 등기기 중럽스네다 디셰브리 디디디 중소스. 방구 되기도 채능알 강에서 손슬라브레스.
So then the father was trying to explain the whole situation to his son that what had happened. He was trying to hang the bottle on the nail, but then it was actually a fly that tricked him. So then he tried to hit it, and then so he told the entire process to the son. 然后呢，爸爸就把整个过程啊、细节啊，刚才挂瓶子、苍蝇什么铁钉的故事，全部都讲给他儿子，过程讲给他儿子听。
제 안다 부디 다 방구데 땡에다 니 새로 채웠어. 부디기 방구 채버렸어.
然后那个小孩就说，sorry. Then the son said, don't worry, I'll help you kill the fly. 然后小孩就跟老爸说，没关系，不用担心，老爸，我帮你报仇。
부디 파 채네 방구 딱다 빠베 골로 파버렸어.
So the son was looking for the fly, and then finally they found that the fly had landed on his father's head. 然后小孩就去找那个苍蝇，看到苍蝇竟然停在老爸头上。
근데 부디기도 채네 도침부시 셈버렸어.
And then he slowly picked up a huge stone. 然后他就又从地上捡起，拿起一块很大的石头。
근데 부디 때문에 부디 세고 삼는데 방구 요새들 도디직 쉬우랬어.
So then he's thinking, okay, now I've got you. Then he threw the rock at the where the fly was. 然后呢，小孩想说，好，终于给我抓到了，就拿了个石头正向那个苍蝇的所在。
너도 영보다 방구 피르치. 너도 빠베 골로 파버렸어.
So as the rock came close to the fly flew away, but the rock hit his father's head. 那个石头飞过来的时候呢，苍蝇看到满放逃飞飞走，然后就直接击中他的老爸的头脑。
爸爸세버렸어.
把他老爸给杀了。So he killed his father in the process.
是吧？但你看的是那是吧？当时陪伴你们的学生有的 room 找有的是，我那中医没看起来，但用到 room 的有的是。
So this is just a famous Tibetan story. Whether it actually happened or not, we do not know. 这是只是藏民当中的一个怎么讲民间小说呢？是真实故事，没人知道，
是吧？제가 딱 가르쳤는 봐. 보고 네게 거기 너 쉬고요나. 지금 빠베 골로 튀기요 받던 디 삼내는 막 없지. 무디 딜려 도 삼내. 삼로 초직 뭐도 땅토요 말아. 또 무디 세고 삼내. 지금 디 무디 도도 쉬는 빠베 골로 튀기를 삼상기 삼로 콜고요 말아. 이내 쉬고요. 빠베 골로 요새들 쉬고요.
So what is the story trying to illustrate is that when the child was trying to throw the rock at the father's trying to hit the fly. He was just thinking in a one-pointed way, in a single-minded way to just kill the fly, and he did not consider the fact that what the object he was throwing at was also his father's head. That's where his father's head was actually. So he just threw the rock without thinking that he might hit his father. 然后这里头这故事呢，它所要阐释的用意何在呢？就是那小孩他丢那个石头的时候呢，只是想要把那个苍蝇给干掉，他没有想到会扎到他老爸的脑袋瓜，所以他只是这个过程当中，他没有 只看到一个小部分，没有看到总的这个整体的这个状况。
대신도 ngaran스 mesin alol야. 어디 채나갈 니기 용서를 니 채나베 쇼지 용서를 삼상기 니즈 초직 통니. 아니 대단냠도 강에 태워 먹고 싶으신 거요.
So likewise, many times we have seen such things happening, whereby people mistake certain choice, make the wrong choice of actions when they just because they believe that by doing certain type of actions they will achieve happiness, without seeing that actually there are many other negative repercussions from that action. And then after they have already engaged in an act, then they realize that then a lot of problems come with it. 所以同样呢，在这个世间法上面，我们看到很多这样的这种事例呢，就是人家我们可能认为某一件事情做了这件事情之后会给我们带来安乐，但我们没有想到它有很多后遗症同时给我们带来很多痛苦这样子，所以反而就是求乐反而得到苦这样子。
的确。근데 다 되는 패딩이 나로라야 캔서 직동이 사야 디가라야 지금 군용이요 봐. 야나 지 딘데지레 삼상기 칼라브레 즉 차르툼예 딘데 유베스 망로요스. 동니 고 퇴연바 동니스 딘데레 삼상 저바 다 고아 락바 차딩이 망로요스.
So how many all of you have most of you have heard of about teachings of emptiness. So here, Rinpoche would like to ask, how many of you are able to say that you have achieved a certain level of understanding or experience when it comes to the subject of wisdom and emptiness?
Yeah, right hand.
Please raise your hands. Rinpoche 说，就很多人大家都听过这个空性法门，那有哪些人能说他们先对这个空性的会的义理呢有所觉受，或者至少有一些感觉这样子？举手。
Yeah. 1, then. Yeah, right hand.
Raise your hands.
네, 맞아, 매 세우 말이라. 뭐차고 말했어.
Do not be embarrassed. Do not be shy. 大家不要害羞。
맞아, yeah, 2, then 3, 4, 5. yeah. ngelangaranzu shirop catchimbures lawara tabda shirop catchimbures ta shirop mango yobana shirop catchimbures sa zoji 동이 도 shirop dinjebe 동이 도 shirop sa di catchimbula diki yu 동이 sa de ngaranzu des ko chaoro.
So we all know, wisdom is important. We have emphasized this over and again, and now we need to know that the main wisdom, that which is the most important type of wisdom, is the wisdom of emptiness. So it's vital that we achieve a certain degree of understanding of this. 那我们都知道说智慧非常重要，人必须要有智慧啊。那尤其在这个修行法门当中的话，我们知道所有的智慧当中呢，通达空性慧的这种义理，通讲空性义理的这种智慧呢，是最重要的这种智慧，所以我们必须对这方面有所理解以及这个觉受。
是吧？다 직동니를 제시했다. 낭배 줍다게 sablu mango yore. 다 타르토버디 우마바다 태기에 지시킨 거 yore. 그봐? 직동니 시도 랑싱기 줍에 똥바래 쓰기 yore 봐.
So then, when it comes to explaining about the wisdom of emptiness, the subject of emptiness, there are many tenets, many Buddhist schools of tenets that explain this wisdom of emptiness. And then of all of these various schools, that which is the most precise and ultimate refined view is the view of the middle way consequentialist school, or what we call the Madhyamika Prasangika view of emptiness, where it talks about the emptiness as being an empty nature of being empty of self-existence. 那在这里的话呢，空性阐释空性的这个义理的话呢，有不同的这些宗义呢。来不同的教派的宗义来阐释这个可以阐释空性慧的这个义理。那在所有的教派当中的话呢，最就近的这个见地的话呢，可以说是中观应成派的这个见地了。那中观应成派所承许呢，主张的这个空性慧义理指是哪方面呢？就是自性空。
对的。别那ngaranzu soso samlstainda。别那nga sai samlo 르바 nga 지르바 소소 삼다니 nga the rangshik jube tongba re mare
So firstly, let's just think about ourselves, using ourselves as the subject of reference. Do you think that the I exists? Do you think this I is empty of being established? Is it empty of being established on its own side? 所以首先我们以自己为这个考察的这个对象呢，你们认为呢？这个自我呢，是否是空无自性可成立的吗？What do you feel？
是吧？说吧，是吧
？What do you feel? What do you think? Is the I empty of being established on its own side？ 你们有怎么样的觉受呢？当我们去问你们说，自我是否是空无自性可成立的？
是吧？我当初갈승구 열었으나 지루봐. 최 탐재기 근데 신부이네 탐재 렁싱기 주베 똥바를 했어.
So all dharmas, all phenomena, according to our school of explanation, all phenomena by nature are empty of inherent existence, empty of being.
말 대교학이로 와. 대교외 bên umab에 터두기 대교외기 뭐부 가서 저기 시작 간제를 신부이네요. 디 탐재 렁싱기 주베 똥바를 했어.
So according to this prasangika or the consequentialist school of tenets, all phenomena, they are objects to be known. All objects of knowledge, as long as they exist, are by nature empty of being established from their own side. 那这个所有的根据这个中观应成派的这个宗义的话呢，一切所知，一切我们所能知的一切法呢，都是所能知道的一些所存在的一些现象的话呢，任何存在的现象都是空无自性可成立的。
是吧？다 렁최 그러 봐. 시작 컨데이네 렁싱 그룹 동바를 이내 양가란서 여기 치원 냠낸 친해 지금 외네 렁싱 그룹 동바도 조 당보 수수 렁니 렁싱 그룹 동바 임바디 삼로다에 캐심브레스.
So when it comes to the actual practice of this view of emptiness, even though one should meditate on all phenomena as being empty of inherent existence, self-existence, however, one should begin this practice by using oneself as the I as being the object of focus. So one needs to begin by meditating on the I as being lacking in self-existence. 那这个我们知道这个空性慧法门很重要的。当我们要修这空性慧的时候呢，我们必须以这个从自我这里开始，以自我为这个所缘境呢，去理解这个自我是所谓的自我是空无自性可成立的。
가르치는 소수령이 렁싱기 주변 동바되게 내다 야보시 신부 있나? 아니 소수규를 니무 마게야. 로님보 마게야야. 펜도시오요.
So why is this so? Because when one is able to know well the subject of the I as being not truly self-existent, existing as a true self, then one is able to suppress the production of the afflictive emotions. One is able to stop the afflictive emotions from rising. 所以当我们能够去通达这个自我呢，就是自我为空无自性的时候呢，当我们非常理解这方面的，对这方面有很深入的理解的时候呢，那我们能够去制止这个抑制这个烦恼，不让烦恼升起。
也的确，是吧？第二。그린데 페니엔다 미망고요레 상매 삼륜나로 nga 사이에 삼로로 삼로 윤구도 용민도
라 삼로
상마 삼륜나로 nga 디기구도 nga 레가 야우구도 nga 응유구도 nga 지구도 상마 삼로 윤구도.
So like this here we have so many of us gathered here today. Do we all have the same goal that we seek, that we seek happiness as life, such as wealth, affluence, health, and so forth, happiness. Do we all have this common goal? 那我们现在这里的话呢，就是在座很多位聚集在此处呢，我们是否都有共通的这个目标呢？去希求安乐，希求财富名望以及现世安乐等等。
对吧？第二，当然了，我 고고도 사이 나 가와도 나사 가와도 그래도
So this I that has this whole long list of wants, wanting health, prosperity, and so happiness and so forth. This I that is constantly asking and needing and wanting, where does this I exist? How does it exist? Where can one find this I? So we need to investigate that. 那我们这个有种种需求的这个自我呢，我要安乐，我要财富，我要名望等等，我要健康的这个我，有种种需要的这个我呢，这个自我，我们首先去观察它，这个我在何处，它来自何处？
나 가와도
Where is the I？ 自我在何方？
是吧？但소소 삼다인다. 저 소소 나 사야디. 직변의 속이 풍부나로리아 직제인다.
So let's spend some time, doing some analysis of this. Where exactly is such a kind of I? Let's first start by looking inwards in our physical aggregates. Where can the I be found? 那这个自我呢，到底存在在何方呢？我们先花一点时间来去少许时间来去观察一下，往内观察呢，这个自我是在我们的躯体、身躯里头的哪一个部位呢？
나사데 소소 고도와 고 남경한주 고스기로와 딩아르베.
So this part that we consider to be our head, which is our most important form of identity, is this where the I exists? 这个我们的头部呢，我们认为是我们的面子，我们的最重要的部分。这个头呢，到底是否是我们的自我所存在的地方呢？
아주 삼단이다. 레벨로 남산도스 말다. 삼로르스탄.
Don't just nod your head in agreement, you need to really give it serious thought. 不要只是点头说是这样子，要真的去用心的去思维。
是吧？ 아주 고디, 是吧？ 나 사야디, 제가 신은 아주 고디, 르베, 나 사야디, 아주 고디 르베.
So when you talk about the I, are you referring to just your head or your face? 那这个当我们讲到我的时候呢，是否是只有讲到我们的头部而已吗？
不。
Yes or no?
Yeah. 계시 나사디 파제나 아주 곧 이나 가르치그래.
So what happens when the I is really the head only, is only found in the head? 如果这个自我呢是可以在我们这个头部里头找得到的话呢，是我们的头部单单是我们头部的话，是有什么后果呢？问你们问题 ，asking you questions.
계시, 是吧？
Don't space out.
네 마치에인다.
So Rinpoche is asking you guys questions. You need to think about how to answer.
진예 직체 랭게며 망고로.
There's only one person asking him a question. There's many people supposed to answer. 问者只有一位，答者有很多位，所以
是吧？是吧？但看这个。 카르. 야야. 오케이. 알레. 아주 좋네요. 네, 아주 단다. 오케이.
Rinpoche, if many contradictions arise if the I were to be the head or just the face.
Yeah.
Then, what about the body?
Mm-hmm.
And also when we die, the physical body we leave behind. But, our karmas, our reincarnation, and the effects of our actions in this life, who experiences those effects? And there are many other contradictions if we think of the I as one with the aggregates or separate, like Arya Nagarjuna says.
독도를 가르쳐다 디스라.
예, 무시되시. 그 그래서 이게 고딩아
이는 바이나 미다.
맞아서 수보 항마티서 디 간자와 강이나 강인 바탕 아니 가서 시알라마니 수보 참마 마유샤시 아니 디 렌드에 수사샤레 니 드부 수다 면바레스니 디레 그런 가와 망부 쉬지 레용기.
다가라. Yeah, very good.
这个还有答案就是说，如果这个头部是属于自我的话呢，那有很多自相矛盾。那我们身体剩余其他部位，是否是属于我呢，还是非我？然后 我们这个在死亡的时候躯体给舍弃之后呢，那我们的那个怎么讲？未来世到底是谁到未来世，然后谁造业谁感果报这样子。
是吧？딱 고디 계세 nga 임바이나 고사야 파도도 지겨르딜래 고 나레사 고 나스티 고레사 기디 파제가치나 고 나로리아 미요레 암조요레 누요레 차샤 먹고 총대요로 디 그그레스 파제가치나 녀로 쳐그레스.
So also one of the other contradictions is that if one looks for the eye within this mere portion of the above the neck, the head itself, there are many portions to the head, like there are different organs of the eyes, the ears, the nose, and mouth, and so forth. So exactly which part, of these which belong to the head, is the eye. One cannot find a specific object, when one can pinpoint to being the eye. 那如果这个头部呢是属于自我的话呢，当我们去在这当中去寻找这个自我的话呢，那我们会发觉的头部里头本身就有很多器官在里头，脑袋啦、眼球啦、耳朵、鼻子啊、舌、牙齿等等。那这一些呢都不是自我，它会变成产生这种矛盾。
예, 대신도 파통도 저기 미다 암조 연제네 파 14살 챔버니 듀렌 순제네 줍된 게 주로 파바 세가치는 이야요 말했어.
And also if we carry the further do this incisive kind of investigation analysis, and we find all these different sense organs can be further broken down into the atoms, the level of atoms and molecules. So to whichever level we arrive at, we cannot find this I to be there, truly existent. 那这个跟着我们在细入的去分解的时候呢，我们发觉到我们这些不同器官、眼睛、耳朵、鼻子等等呢，再分解下去的话，就是变成微尘子了，就是量子学等等。那我们会发觉到这些都没有，都找不到，始终还是找不到这个自我的存在。
대신도 로아 미 나사디 파고연을 제가시니 미디레 라바이나 아니 미크시 미 출라줘야다 미 고야 연구로 봐. 디두갑라야 nga 파고 봤어요. 근데 딱딱 되게 말어 봐.
So for example, if you were to point out to a part of your head that is most responsive, for example, the eye, and to say that the eyeball is where the eye exists, but then there are people who are blind, who are sustained injuries to their eyeballs and lose their vision. Does that mean their eye has disappeared? Obviously it doesn't. It's still there. So so one needs to use this kind of contemplation logic. 那我们在理解到说这个，如果我们是头部的某一个部位呢，比方说我们的眼球，我们说这个是自我的话呢，那我们再就是要问一下，就是如果我们的这个眼睛坏了、受伤了，或者失明、双眼失明的时候，这个自我是否也跟着消失呢？都不是啊，自我还是存在的。所以可见，眼球就不是自我。
대신도 나디 고레스 라비나 나사 파세가신 고디레 라비나 나기 누구요래 콤바겸니 누구요래 고기 콤바겸 조사시 요마르바.
So for example, if you say that the eye is the head itself, the portion of the body that is the head, then we have this kind of a description such as I am walking, We use terms like that to describe our physical movement. But obviously the head cannot be something that performs the action of walking. 那我们讲说如果这个讲说头部呢是自我的话呢，那我们说我要走出去了，那这个走这个动作的话，必须跟我们这个头是毫无相关，头是没办法走路的哦。
세상 디인도 좋아. 간다 나사에 대식 수근 나로를 봐 제가 신부이나 즉뉘 타는 봐 춘주는 봐 제가 신네 뒤천식 춘제네 나 임버지 니야견 요 말했어.
So if one were to do this kind of very detailed analysis, further breaking down to the various levels of substrata, you will find that this I cannot even be found on the atomic or molecular level. One is unable to find even an atom or molecule that you can call the I. 那我们继续再把它这样分析下去的话呢，会做过很多层次的这种破解的话，发觉到连最微细的这个量子呢，微尘子的话，都是找不到像这个微尘子一般大小的这个自我。
디인도 제 나사야 파자가시는 수기 나로니 니그 매번 능신게 안에 제 나이기 덕신 나로리야 시베직 먹고셔래 시베 나로니 제가치 비네 나 임바지니야요 말했어.
So when we look for the I within the physical body, one is unable to find such a truly existent I, even down to the actual physical molecules. Then the physical aspect of the body aside, within this body there are also different types of consciousness, like the consciousness of the different senses and so forth. But when we were to investigate each of these senses individually, yet one cannot pinpoint to a particular sense consciousness as being the actual I. 那我们如果把这升起，就是把它破解的时候呢，发觉再分析下去，连微尘子般的一个大小的自我的量呢都找不到。那这是属于躯体的部分。那在意识方面的部分的话呢，我们有不同的这些根式，比方说我们的5根，我有6根都有6式，然后这些6式当中的话呢，你各个去寻找考察的话，也是发觉到这些都不是这个自我。
니도 먼저 풍부디 나로리야 시베직 즉 초라사셔래. 초레 나로니 나제가 또는 니야요 말했어.
So, for example, within all the different types of consciousness in the body, then there is the sensation, physical sensations, the sensation consciousness. Within that, still we cannot even find the truly existent I inside there. 那在我们身躯体里头呢，有不同的这些事，而且不同事当中有这种觉受呢。这个受的话呢，你去在里头，我们的感受里头去寻找这个自我，也是找不到这个自我可得。
제 초레 나네 나한테 제가 신부이나 초라스도 파드는 지게 파 족도 초라스레들라 이네 낭세게 대화 초르켄게 초와 대화 둥에 초르켄게 초 둥에 파르마게 초와 땅용 근데 초를 이렇게 망고 요래 근데 나사게 초를 해서나 초와 그래 초와 대화들을 왜 초와 둥에들을 왜 초와 땅용들을 왜 파자가시나 니야요 말았어.
So within the collective consciousness, the collective term called sensation, there are also there's also further divisions into a sensation of pleasure, sensation of pain, and neutral sensations. Then who is it? Then there is the I that experiences pleasure, the I that experiences pain, and then the I that experiences the neutral sensation. So which one of these is the actual I? One simply cannot locate exactly which one of those is the actual I itself. 那我们再去分解这个觉受的时候呢，我们就有3种不同觉受，有乐受、有苦受，还有中庸就是这个无记性中庸受呢。那这个到底这个自我是属于哪一者呢？就属于这个感觉快乐或者安乐的这个我呢，还是感觉痛苦的这个我呢？还是感觉中庸的这个我，所以事实上都不是，这当中完全寻获不到这个自我。
呀，的确，当然생길와，但其实这个我说的错대화 디인바이나，我见的没是不多，我有吧，我见的没是不多，我的有的，但可对呢错대화的个内无的，第那个没多，동해 이면나可对呢동해个内无的，天那个没多，我的见的没是不多有吧。
No, so. For example, if we were to understand this I, if you just were to splice down to just this life alone, then at least we understand that the I is existent from the time of birth to the time of death. So if within those 3 sensations we mentioned before, that's talking about pleasure and pain. If the I is the I is the I that is experiencing pleasure, so necessarily it be that the I is always existent from birth until death. And that also implies that one is constantly in the state of pleasure and happiness. There is no suffering, because that I is forever just only that I. However, this is not the case because we are constantly fluctuating between these 2 kinds of sensations. 那如果我们知道我们认为这个自我呢，在刚才那3种觉受当中，乐跟苦，苦跟乐跟中庸的话呢，我们选其中一者。比方说，如果我们说我是这个乐觉受的这种乐的感受者就是的。那如果是这样子讲的话呢，这个自我的话，它是从我们出生到死亡这段时间里头呢存在的，对不对？所以如果我们说自我是这个安乐的受者的话呢，那我们应该是从出生到死亡，这中间全部都是安乐的，没有痛苦就是。
也的确， 따디네 베나 두시기 풍부스 간주 풍부나로 두시기 풍부스 시베릭시오래. 그러봐. 다 즉 수기 풍부사에 베나 베전을 신앙란 수기 베나 수구다 미그다는 상말로 수기 풍부래.
Now, 我们在相续当中呢 sorry, within our aggregates, then there is the aggregates of discrimination. Aggregates of discrimination. So what we mentioned before, regards to the eyes and ears and so forth, those are part of the the form aggregates, physical aggregates. 那我们讲到这些觉受的时候呢，我们的五蕴当中就有所谓的这个受的这个觉受，说完了，读写形受色所想事，五是当想蕴，色受想行识嘛，这五蕴当中属于想蕴，然后它还有我们刚才讲到的那个眼根、耳根等等，这些属于这个五蕴当中的色蕴。
야, 따디네 여러분 미기 베나가 데 메도드 캔스 메도드 통인데 삼발라 아니 카셰기 셈나로리아 가나 수로 레기어디 소아 먹이버 소아 주나디 소아 아니 믹세기 케메나 좋아 디 소라 쳐요레스 통켄기 따켄기 미기 옹보디 숙체.
So, for example, when one were to see these flowers, they're up on the throne. When you look at those flowers, what you see with is your eye, your physical eye. So that is your form aggregate. And if the sight of those flowers causes you to have joy in your heart, and that feeling is the discrimination aggregate, or feeling aggregate. So 在这里的话呢，就是如果我们眼睛看到这个法座上面的这些花朵，第一次看的时候呢，是用我们的肉眼去看，这个就属于五蕴当中的这个色蕴，然后心中升起的这个欢喜的话呢，就是有这个属于这个想蕴的部分或者受蕴。
따디네 로아 따디네 두시사야디 메도드 통윤데 삼바 어디 메도 까보르샤 어디 뉘일 메도 승게도 어디 갸세 메도 레샤스 캔즈 나로리아 케버치니기 로싱구도 어디 소 두시레스.
So when you look at the flower, you are able to discriminate, differentiate between its particular shape, the color, the type, the breed of flower, or the stage of its freshness and so forth. So there are these different things you are able to discriminate. So this function of discriminating is then from your using your aggregates of discrimination. 在我们这个想蕴呢，比方说我们看到这花朵的时候，我们可以看到它的颜色、它的形状、它的品种，然后它的新鲜度等等等，这个是我们就是有这种观察以及分辨能力，这个就是我们的想蕴使用到我们的五蕴当中的想蕴在作用。
딘도 나사야 티야 딘데베 즉 두시기 나는 제가 침베는 니에요 말 두시사디 릭망 만라고 망고 싶으시레스.
So therefore, from this we can understand that the aggregate of discrimination itself has so many different types of branches, or so many types of means of discriminating, identifying, and so forth. Neither any one of this can be called the I. These complex varieties. Neither one of these can be known or identified as the truly existent I. So 当我们讲到这个花朵能够我们去分辨它的时候呢，我们发觉到我们内在的这个五蕴当中的想蕴的话呢，是非常复杂的这种功能，它能够去分辨各种各样不同的这些事物。那它的那个分辨能力种种的分辨能力当中的话呢，我们没有任何一部分能够称它为真实的这自我。
따디네 시베릭 나로레야 로바 초신직 두치사 슝구레. 두직 풍부다 두직 풍부 랑예바도 쉐보 고야 요 말에. 얘네 땅가란소 풍부나로라 두직 풍부스 따 두직 풍부스 캔소기 메돌 따인데 삼발라 그식 삼련나로 어디 메도 닝지 모두 딘데로 중 할 욕라나 삼배직 착발 로 슝구도. 원된슬라서 어디 두치레. 야 메도 직 통벌 깬체네 지 콩로선로다 직 딘데 요아이들 연구로 봐. 원된서 두직이 그랬어.
Then within the like we mentioned before, internally there are many different types of consciousness. Then there is this additional factor that's called a compositional factor, the aggregate compositional factors. And if we were to, for example, look at a flower and then we develop a liking, we develop this judgmental view of it, whether some of us may really like this kind of flowers, then that response is a kind of compositional factors. Then from this particular aggregate of compositional factors, and some people may actually feel disgusted, they don't like roses at all, whatever. Then that kind of response also is an aspect of the aggregate of compositional factors. 那这个再来就讲说我们内在就是有不同的这些意识嘛等等。那在五蕴当中的话，有这个所谓的行蕴啊。那行蕴的话呢，就是比方说我们看到这些花啊，有些人看的时候我们觉得很漂亮，心中升起欢喜，它那个时刻就是属于这个行蕴的这个作用起作用。那甚至有些人看很不喜欢玫瑰花，有些人就不喜欢玫瑰花，看了就一看就讨厌，就是。然后那时候那种感觉也是属于这个行运的在起作用。
예, 대체. 근데 왜 뒤지 그렇게라요? 드라마도 망고 유도선 발라 나사야. 뒤지 나를 파자가 치네요. 니에요 말했어.
So likewise, in this, there are so many different types of varieties of compositional factors. But within every division of these, one yet cannot be unable to find the I, truly existent I on any of them. 那这些行运的作用当中有很多各种各样的分类呢、品类呢，但是我们去细入的去观察的时候，还是始终寻获不到这个自我的存在。
야. 디네 캔스게 일단 메도디 도스 미기 통구도. 통구도 디 통캔길로디 남시스게요래 텔라소바. 암조기 다 퇴구도. 디 퇴겐기 셰바디 남시레. 디인데 남시스도 선발라 유기 오디 솔이 주캔 리캔기 자워치기 셰바들라 남시스체.
So for example, when you look at the flowers, you are effectively using not just your eye organ, but you're also using your eye consciousness. Just as when we hear sounds, we also do so through our ear organ as well as the ear consciousness. And the function of these sense consciousnesses is to engage, interact with the object, which the external objects, whether it be sight or sound and so forth. 那打比方说，我们看这个花朵的时候呢，我们使用不只是我们的这个肉眼的这个眼根，我们也用里头我们这个眼视呢，与这个花互相起这个作用。那同样，我们听的声音也是用耳根，还有我们的耳视。所以我们内在的这个有这个六根对六尘嘛，就是六种意识升起。然后这六种意识六种视的话呢，它的功能就是要去。与这个对境呢，就互相起作用，就是了。
呀，记住吧。但미기 믹시기 메도기 오데 파릭 디릭베치라 메도 기 개발치니기 로싱고로 봐. 언제서 그 로가 연구도 봐. 디인도 선발다 한다. 오 리켄기 소 차와치게 남시 셈스기요래. 티단 제네 안데 상보레 가보레 곰보레서 로션시 연구도. 언제서 땡길라버는 신기 심중그릭 된서 셴레스.
So when the eye consciousness, sees this particular flower, then firstly there's a perception. Then the effect after that is that there is a sense of discrimination, able to tell what particular type of flower is this, what color is it, shape is it, So then all these subsequent kinds of processing is done by the mental consciousness, what we call the mind. 那这眼根的里头的眼视看到这些花朵的时候呢，能够去首先看得到它的形状嘛，然后接着之后就是去分辨它的颜色啊、它的品种啊等等。那这些其他的接着的一些步骤都是来自我们的这个意识。
뭐야? 이제 딘데 왜 남시 나로래? 나 세가 좀 이해요 말했어.
So you can see within this complex construct of the being, all of these, when you look for the I, inside all of these, one cannot pinpoint to exactly where the I exists. 那我们在这个错综复杂的这整个这个构体当中呢，我们去寻找的话呢，我们构造当中去寻找这个自我的话，始终指不出这个自我存在的这个地方。
到底没看到디버롤이야，刚们讲啊，是吧？발상选了是吧？
So let's have a 15-minute break. 休息。
뭐냐? 다 등기 쉬우는 생기, 그봐. 나사야 디 풍부인 나로네. 제가 침부이나 나사디 임바직 니아켄 요마레스.
So as mentioned before, this I, when you go in search of it, through analysis, investigation, within the confines of the aggregates, one simply cannot identify exactly where this I is. Its I simply cannot be found. 当我们在这个五蕴的范围里头呢，去考察、去思维呢，那我们会发觉到，我们会完全寻获不到这个自我的存在。
是吧？但我的就碰不我呢，得是我呢，我因别懂吧？得是我呢，我因别就没办法了，我人生嘅冇做不死嘅人。
So this I that is labeled upon this, imputed upon this basis of labeling, basis of imputation, which is the aggregates. The aggregates is a basis upon which we label or impute the concept of the I. But that I yet cannot be found on the basis of imputation, which is the 5 aggregates. So therefore, the I is empty of existing from its own side. 当我们这个我呢，自我呢，是安立在这个五蕴为这个施设处。那我们这个五蕴呢，是这个施设我的这个名字名言的这个所施设处。所以当我们在这个施设处上面、施设机上面寻找不到这个自我的时候呢，那我们只能说这个自我呢是空无自性的。
是吧？当我的就碰不我呢，我因不就没办法了，我人生嘅冇懂把事情呢，开全部가르치는因不嘞，我人生嘅就懂把的가르치는嘢我嘞，我人生嘅就懂把的线呢，你们没办法用呀了，偏到가르요嘞。
So why is it important for us to come to a definitive understanding, understanding that this I is empty, cannot be found on these aggregates, the I is empty of existing from its own side. How does this help in suppressing the afflictive emotions? What benefit is there in this form of understanding the I to be empty from its own side? 当我们讲到说这个自我呢，不能在这个五蕴的施设处上面寻获得到，这自我是无自性可成立的。那为什么我们必须要升起这一方面的决定解呢？那这方面的决定解呢，对这个自我的对我们抑制我们的这个烦恼呢，以及等等有哪方面的这些利益呢？
的确，在开始呢，我让做谈到。即你们给的的做我晒嘅那档的，是吧？也不马线的，我晒的这样你就明确，因那样明到多巴拉说不忘记做 job 那档的马线被忘记，我是的出度比那我是嘞，天忘记你们几个人。
So this is a very vital point because how does one actually go about giving rise to these different afflictive emotions? It is simply because one does not understand how does the I truly exist? How does the I, what is the true mode of existence of this I? This I is labeled on the basis of these aggregates, yet it cannot be found when we search the highs and lows of these entire aggregates. Therefore, because we do not understand this, that simply because the I cannot be found on these aggregates, the I is empty of true existence. Because of not understanding this, therefore we give rise, not understanding this holistic picture, not having such holistic understanding of the great picture, that we give rise easily to the different emotions such as anger, desire, jealousy, envy, and so forth. 那为什么这方面的智慧非常重要呢？因为我们要理解到我们的这个烦恼呢是如何的升起。这个自我的话呢，因为我们没办法，我们不理解这个自我它的存在的状态，它的这个是怎么样存在的。它的这个自我是一个名言呢，施设在我们的这个五蕴上面。那五蕴上面呢，我们从头到底去寻找的话呢，竟然找不到这个自我的存在。所以由此可见呢，自我是空无自性的。 所以因为我们没办法透视这一个实相呢，真实的这个现象，我们没办法看到这整体的这个画面的缘故呢，所以我们就我们不知道这个我的真实存在的状态，所以我们就很容易产生贪嗔痴慢疑等等不同的烦恼。
제 디인도 딱 단단한 속에 제가 사야디 풍부한 나네 nga zugu zugu yungyo nga citizen bal dinde gi churtu gi na yue bal tene ani nganjing gi samlo shukchum bal ngore nga la dewa ko to nga la gyu ko to midi gi nga la chik zubu she gi to midi gi nga la nyoy ki gi to se khongro she dan ti changmalo chike nga chutu gi na wal tene nganjin le tene dinde yong de yores.
So therefore, because of not understanding the whole picture, we actually think that there is a truly existent I that can be established from its own side. There is an I that is, standing there, totally existing there, And then this very I then, gets happy when it's being praised, when it receives benefit or profit in any way. Then this I gets upset when it gets any kinds of loss or it gets insulted in any way. So, there's all these different kinds of emotional upheavals because of believing in the I to be truly existing from its own side. So one needs to understand how, this is actually giving rise to different types of afflictive emotions is because of this, has its root and this holding, at the apprehension of the I as being truly existing. 那因为我们认为这个自我呢是独立存在的，所以我们认为它是不可动摇、单独一个固体的实质的这个我。然后从这当中都延伸到我所，就是任何对我的这个有利之事呢、有益之事呢，人家赞叹我，我就开心啊，或者贪着啊等等。那或者有人批评我、攻击我、伤害我，那我就升起嗔恨啊。想要报复啊等等，所以这种种种贪嗔痴呢，都是建立在这个执持自我为实有的这种颠倒妄想。
呀，今这位这个我说的初度的没吧，我说的明道多半我做下呗，你那都是要我先把了点呢，我这个什么输出的钱，贴了点呢，空着些当查到了是不？你们了输出的钱的人别，那你们帮推呀，你们帮不什么都没事呗，你们的。샥베 박자 시리봉 토버지 윤구요래 딘데질 때는 상계코방 토버요 윤구요래 딘데 상계코방 토발라 추기 내다 터도 나이 띵기 내다 나이 롱제야기 추 탐제기 내다 터도 시야기 시럽디 백해션 버스.
So in this way, understanding that this I, exists in the manner of labels and imputation through concepts, conceptual imputation or labeling upon this I. Therefore, this I is nothing more than just that, merely that. What we hold so dearly and solidly as the I is actually merely labeled by concepts. So when you understand that, then this grasping, the apprehension and grasping of adherence to this I as being truly existent, then becomes weakened, becomes more, reduces its strength. Then likewise, the force of our afflictive emotions also gets toned down. And then gradually, by stages, one comes to even be able to eventually abandon, totally annihilate all of these afflictive emotions, as well as being able to annihilate all the imprints left behind by these afflictive emotions, which we are known as the cognitive obscurations or the obscurations to knowledge, omniscience. So likewise, and then furthermore, we are able to also understand that all the phenomena that we interact with, that everything we use or engage in, all the external phenomena also likewise are empty of phenomena. So there's the understanding of the emptiness of the person, self of persons, and the emptiness of the self of phenomena. 那我们这个从这当中，我们能悟到说，这个自我的话呢，只不过是一个名相的 名言假立呢，就是透过我们的心中的这些概念去制造一个我的这个名相，安立在五蕴之上。当我们理解到这个五蕴只是名相，自我呢只是一个名相而已，它会把我们的这个我执呢给降低，然后甚至慢慢逐渐我们的五蕴，我们的这些三毒烦恼呢都能够减少。那逐渐刺激我们能够把这些烦恼给断舍掉，甚至呢能够把烦恼所直流的这些习性种子呢给断除，就是所谓的除去我们的所知障。那究竟连我们受用呢，我们所这些外在的对境呢、万法呢，都能够对它断除、断使对它的这个执着呢，那究竟能悟到所谓的人无我和法无我了。
我来说，顶着为大西肉开发进给个切度是吧？大基准准备样，老说不开心不当，顶着个切度的，基准准备样，搞不简单学有三百，我公布写啊。
Yes. So therefore, in order to having understood the importance of such a wisdom, let's generate the resolution to cultivate this wisdom, and in order to achieve success in that, it's extremely important to rely on such a powerful deity of wisdom, such as Manjushri, and therefore, for this purpose, I shall now receive this subsequent permission or blessing empowerment of White Manjushri. So please set a motivation in such a way. 因此理解到这个智慧的这个重要性呢，就是下定决心要修智慧呢，然后为了升起这个圆满的这个智慧的这个正量呢，必须依止这个具力的这个智慧本尊，如文殊师利。那尤其这故此呢，今将受这个白文书的这个随许灌顶，所以请升起这样的发心。
顶着为大基准准备样个见呢。嘛，学不了，那么了，准备样子呢，那罗那些看住学个月三百多年，这的进度呢。
So because of wanting to receive the empowerment of White Manjushri, that we make the request to the Guru, the empowering Guru, and while seeing the Guru as being the actual form and nature of White Manjushri himself. 那为了能够得到这个随许灌顶呢，首先必须祈请上师传法上师为传法上师来做传授这个灌顶。那在这里的话，必须观想传法上师呢是白文书的这个形象以及他的体性，然后这样子观想之后呢，你就请跟着随念。Please repeat the following verses.
观看，
观看，
一切，
也谢，
碰不见，
碰不见，
西北，
西北，
可罗，
可罗，
南中吧，
南中吧，
铁林，
铁林，
西北，
西北，
人间点，
人间点，
周围，
周围，
大了，
大了，
个人做，
个人做。
那是，但是呢，顶着为简单学一天啊，俺就说是几个团队member，俺三个可帮特别一个期对应三百公布下。
So today, as we receive this empowerment, one must understand one is not receiving this just for one's purpose, but for the sake of benefit of all sentient beings. So please set a motivation in such a way. 然后今受此随许灌顶呢，不仅是为了自己的利益呢，而是为了饶益一些众生，所以请这样子宽正自己的发心。
提醒到，特定我让做简单当定做样，提不清别缺当天俺当这我有不是，第一就怎么了？提不清别缺差的没差的做，我就是滚龙土地有的。但滚龙天啊，现实间他们这个就是三个可帮特别个切度因三百三六等这位缺个两年的这了，提不清别缺个两年四个有的，第一就怎么了？tangi shuba na shingi simjengi chudu sangi koban tobayak chidu yin samba gomba yinjimi xia.
So as we are receiving this empowerment today, it is a Vajrayana empowerment, and then it is a branch also of the Mahayana Dharma. So therefore, it is vital to also generate the mind of bodhichitta mind, the mind of enlightenment, seeking to achieve enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. Only when such a mind is present does the teaching that one is receiving or engaging in become an actual practice of the Mahayana Dharma. Only then does it become Mahayana. So one needs to, so let's please generate such a motivation for receiving this empowerment. 那我们今天呢，在受这个随许灌顶呢，是属于金刚圣的一个法门。那金刚圣是属于大圣的这个法脉传承呢，这故此呢，这个发菩提心是非常重要的。那我们当我们发菩提心的时候呢，我们发起菩提心之后所修的法或者所听闻的法门呢，都是成为大圣法。师父要成为大圣者、大圣行者，那法必须要成为大圣呢，都是依靠这个菩提心，所以请发菩提心。
네, 디체. 초진행 알란소 균드네 개와 가르사바 이네야. 굴론 갸침부 쳐야 돼. 할레베 개침부레스.
So even on the day-to-day basis, whatever virtuous practices we may engage in, during those times, it is extremely vital to have a very broad and extensive kind of motivation, all very extensively inclusive kind of motivation. 那就算我们日常生活中所修的任何法门呢，修的任何的善业的时候呢，我们的发心必须非常广泛的、广大，越广越好。
카인스나루와 그런 속에서 개와 갸침부 차다 마차, 소놈 갸침부 차다 마차, 소 굴론이야 도구요래.
Why is that so? Because to the extent our motivation is as extensive, to that extent we accumulate merit. So therefore, the more extensive or extensively inclusive your motivation is, the more merit you are able to create. So 为什么这个发心这么重要呢？广大发心很重要，因为你的发心呢越是广大的话，你积聚的福德资粮呢，你所积聚的资粮更是庞大的。
너냐 딘드 따 ngaran스 남규 지금 머니직 참바 있네라 최매시 표베 있네라 근데 지금 미질이야 로봇 충사 셔베 있네요 꿀롱디 어와 당기 주변에 신기 심지 탐질 평야게 상기 고반 주변에 근데 지금 인 삼는 셔베 있나다 소남 꿀롱기 떡게 채매 버셔 그랬어.
So if you were to merely light one lamp or recite one Mani mantra, during that time, if your motivation is an extremely extensively inclusive one, that extensive motivation actually causes the merit of that one mantra we recited or one butter lamp you offered to multiply many times over because of the force of that motivation alone. 那为什么这个广大发心如此重要呢？就是如果我们是的这个点一盏灯供佛的时候呢，或者念一句60大明咒的时候，我们的那个发心呢是广大的话呢，广大发心菩提心的话呢，那虽然点的只是一盏灯或者念的一句咒，但是由于那个发心广大缘故，它的所感召的那个殊胜功德利益呢是非常广大无边的。
그래서 소남 갸침부 사야기 참고 되버 열어와.
大家都很想 ，sorry, all of you would like to accumulate great merit, right? 所以大家都很想广大的积聚福德资粮，对不对？
소남 갸침부 가르치는 싸우래.
So why do you need to accumulate merit extensively? 为什么需要广大积聚资粮呢？
상기 숭비 김진 지고를 왜? 소남 싸우래 상기 숭비 디기 김진 지고 지는 것을 사야를 한데래.
Is it because the Buddha had said it's important? Is that why you are doing it? 是不是因为佛陀在经中讲了说积聚广大资粮是很重要？是不是因为出于这样的缘故呢？
是吧？그런 속에是吧？레든 주비아레 다는 신기 즉 표준 소보 영화 뭔가 지된 건지 배선라是吧？수수기 배선이야 저와 친구 요래 이나야 먼저 배선 가르쳐 이네야 셰바 상물로 주백하고도 딜이야 깨지 구구도是吧？第一三巴郎also 소남 여바 이나 즉 레든 가르이네야 즉 주비아 연구래 다는 신 소남단 개와 갸침부 사바이나 개와 상불라 연구래 빼는 거란수 탄다 밀루톱 랑버래 밀루 랑버디 개와 가마 개와 주 소남 사발 때네 탄다 밀루 랑요래 다는 신기 밀루 랑백qab려야 커실이야 표준 소바단 즉 시우 연구 요래 커실 연구 요 말이든 망고지 소남단 개와 든디레기 저와 요래스.
And so, like on a worldly level, when we try to do certain things in life, many of us think that it takes is just hard work. As long as you're willing to work hard, you'll definitely succeed. However, that is not always the case. There's always this additional factor of good karma. One needs to have the merit in order to succeed on top of just working hard. So therefore, we need to we understand that we need to accumulate extensive merit in order to have success in all the things that we desire to achieve in our aims and goals. And not only that, also in order to in order to achieve a higher rebirth, it is also important to accumulate merit. Likewise, for example, we have this human body right now that facilitates our study and listening of the Dharma and practice. And this has come about because of having accumulated many roots of virtue from the past lives, that has ripened into this opportunity for us. So hence, it's important that we actually engage in extensive accumulation of merit. 那这个福德资粮的话呢，非常重要。有些人认为说，我们在世间法方面，只要你愿意刻苦耐劳的话呢，那就是什么事都可以完成。但并非完全如此。有些人就是他们纵然有怎么讲，愿意很勤奋的去干活的话呢，但是他的还是没办法成功。这就是有福报跟没福报的这个区别。一个人有福报的话呢，他什么事情就很容易办成的。所以故此呢，修福报非常重要。那我们身为这个人的话呢，就是甚至我们得到这个人生的话，也是关带于我们的福报。我们过去世中有修过广大的这个福德呢，所以这一次得到这个人生。那而且不是每个人都得到人生的人都有机会听闻这个教法，所以由此可见，这个福报很重要。
有听的怎么了？我说公路家前面当呢，给我晒的，别开心不是
？So hence, it is important that we generate an extensive motivation. So it's very important we can see that. 所以因此由此可见呢，这个广大的这个发心是非常重要的。
我说说那么家前不是三公路群居去看呢，说那么的群居所有的。
Even though we all wish to accumulate huge merit, but if our motivation is extremely limited, then that actually causes our merit to shrink to a very, almost a small size, because of that. 那因为虽然我们心中想要广大的举济资粮的话呢，但是我们的发心非常的这个渺小狭隘呢，那我们的福报也跟着缩小。
아주 개와서디 삼발라 심제 탐색 체도인 삼니 군론디 땅니 난거요 소스 찍고 삼다는 치기였어.
So are you actually thinking about benefiting sentient beings or thinking about yourself only?
Only?
所以你们发心的时候是真的有想要众生吗？还是为了自己？
是吧？我这个우리 딘데 연구도 개와사 직前呢디기 직 3년 나로 소스 찍고 삼다니. 지 심제 생 삼다 뭐이나 지게와디 사야 깔레 소소 있겠네. 디 제부도 소소 구유 삼산시네. 심제 시는 삼던데 디 제부도 직바 쇼 주유 베선 그렇지. 근데 지 제부디 바 심제 시기 키 주유 베선 그렇지. 나올 얘기도.
So some people have this kind of concept, if I include all sentient beings, when I'm accumulating merit, in the process, if I think I'm doing this for the sake of all sentient beings, part of our minds starts to become fearful, Gyatso, is that, oh no, I'm good. Do I have to lose all this merit to all sentient beings, if I include them in my motivation? So we start to have this kind of fear that you're going to lose your merit because you include all sentient beings in your motivation. 那有些人就是心中就是会疑惑说，如果我今天修善的时候，修福报的时候，我的那个怎么讲，我的发心呢，就包括所有的一切众生的话，那我是否是到底那个果报呢，会不会也跟着被众生被拿走这样子，会被众生夺走？然后那时有这种恐惧。
我确实，第一句，我那삼당 신나 손남 신부고나 심제 신 삼당 전주 쌤들 그 삼당 돈 할래버래 좀 되된 랑게야 가르송 열었는데 전주 쌤게 손남가 텔라게도 숙지는 낭박함네 공이 팀들 하고 있었어 간다 sekdi manager 전주 쌤게 페인디 키스 숙스 두고요나 지된 감디나로 슝고 말했어 딘데게 페인 신부 쓴거요래.
So for this we do not need to worry because the Buddha has already said in scriptures and that the merit of generating the mind of enlightenment, the merit of generating bodhichitta is so expensive and what do you call that, affluent that it can even the entirety of space cannot contain the benefits or the merits of generating the bodhichitta mind. 那这方面的话，我们不需要担心，因为佛陀在经中有讲到，我们发菩提心的话呢，只要我们发菩提心，那发菩提心的这个所感召的这个福德质量的话呢，是连虚空都容装不下的。
야, 디체. 디인도 아니 칸소 딘데 왜 상계 고방 토비하기 시도 인 상바다. 아니 상계 고방 토비하 저기 제 상바 쌈 멤버 네 상계 고방 토비하기 유긴 람 냠년체야 최 냠년체야 대신도 봐 칸토도 이것도 지기 삼베톤에 칸소 공부시야.
So please affirm your resolution of bodhicitta mind. Let us think that now, in order to benefit all sentient beings, in order to place them within enlightened state of Buddhahood, I shall seek the enlightened state of Buddhahood. Therefore, I shall now receive this White Manjushri empowerment. And also think not only for this empowerment, but for the rest of my life, whatever virtues I engage in, whatever Dharma practice I engage in, I shall do it for the sole purpose of seeking enlightenment to benefit sentient beings. So please reaffirm your resolution in such a way. 所以请大家在心中呢，再一次的发起广大的菩提心呢，想到为了能够成佛饶益一切众生呢，今将受这个白文书的这个随许灌顶。那不仅是在受灌顶此刻呢，剩余的一生呢，我们所有的道业，我们所修的所有福报，修福报的时候，还是在修行的时候呢，我们都发大愿呢，都是为了能够成佛呢，饶益一切有情众生。所以请大家如此发起广大的这个菩提心。
哦呀，